Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. As fans can imagine, covering an iconic Elvis Presley song is easier said than done. Not many artists can do justice to some of the King's greatest hits, but upcoming The Voice coach Michael Bublé is an exception. During a 2021 stop in Louisville during his An Evening with Michael Bublé tour, the 48-year-old pulled out all the stops to nail a fantastic rendition of Presley's Always on My Mind. The song is widely regarded as one of Presley's best, and Bublé's heart-stopping vocals lent additional emotion to the song's already melancholy and lovelorn tone. Bublé is slated to join The Voice Season 26 as a coach alongside Reba McEntire, Gwen Stefani, and Snoop Dogg. And he'll return for Season 27 with fellow coaches Kelsea Ballerini, John Legend, and Adam Levine, who's returning after a multi-year break. Here's everything to know about Always on My Mind. Although Presley wasn't the first artist to record a version of Always on My Mind, his version of the track is by far the most commercially successful and well-known. The track reached number 16 on Billboard's Hot Country Songs chart and is considered one of Presley's standout songs of the 1970s. In a 2013 nationwide vote for Presley fans in the United Kingdom, Always on My Mind took the #1 spot on the nation's favorite Elvis songs countdown television special, beating out countless classic tunes like Hound Dog and Can't Help Falling in Love. The stage was dimly lit. The audience hushed in anticipation as the iconic spinning chairs of The Voice faced away from the spotlight. It was a night like no other, with promises of surprises and unmatched talent in the air. Tonight, however, held a special promise. Michael Bublé was set to perform a cover of Elvis Presley's classic, Always on My Mind. As the show's host hyped up the crowd, the atmosphere was electric. The judges, John Legend, Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton, and Kelly Clarkson, whispered amongst themselves, speculating about the surprises the night would hold. None of them knew who was about to take the stage, only that it was a special guest performance. The spotlight hit the stage, revealing a solitary figure dressed in a sleek classic suit, reminiscent of the Rat Pack era. The audience gasped as they recognized the suave crooner, Michael Bublé. With a charming smile and a twinkle in his eye, he stepped up to the microphone. The band behind him began to play the soft, hauntingly familiar opening chords of Always on My Mind. Michael closed his eyes, taking a deep breath before he started to sing. His voice, smooth as silk, filled the studio. It was as if time had stopped, and every soul in the room was transported to a place beyond the ordinary. A place where music and emotion intertwined perfectly. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. The first few lines sent shivers down the spines of everyone present. Bublé's rendition was tender and heartfelt, paying homage to Elvis while adding his unique touch. The judges' faces lit up with recognition and awe as they turned their chairs, one by one, to witness the magic unfolding before them. As Michael continued, his voice carried the depth of regret and love that the song encapsulates. The audience swayed gently, many closing their eyes, lost in the melody. Some even shed tears, overcome by the raw emotion Bublé poured into each note. Little things I should have said and done. I just never took the time. The orchestration swelled, the string section adding a lush background to Bublé's vocals. His voice soared, effortlessly hitting every note with precision and grace. It was as if he had channeled the spirit of Elvis himself, while still maintaining his distinct style. The entire room was captivated. There was a palpable sense of unity as everyone shared this transcendent experience. As the song reached its climax, Michael's voice grew more powerful, yet remained gentle, filled with a sense of longing and apology. His eyes glistened under the stage lights, reflecting the emotions that he conveyed so beautifully through his performance. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died." The final notes hung in the air like a lingering embrace, leaving the audience in silent reverence. Michael Bublé opened his eyes, taking in the stunned faces of the judges and the crowd. For a moment, there was complete stillness, the kind that only occurs after something truly extraordinary. Then, the silence was shattered by thunderous applause. The judges leaped to their feet, clapping and cheering, their admiration evident. Gwen Stefani wiped away a tear, while John Legend nodded appreciatively, clearly moved by the performance. Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson exchanged looks of amazement, each visibly impressed. The host returned to the stage, his voice filled with excitement. "Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Bublé." Michael smiled graciously, giving a slight bow before addressing the audience. "Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here and to sing such a beautiful song by the legendary Elvis Presley. I hope I did it justice." Kelly Clarkson was the first to speak up. "Michael, that was incredible. You took a classic and made it your own while respecting its essence. Truly amazing." Blake Shelton added, "Man, that was something else. You've got one heck of a voice, and the emotion you brought to that song was just wow." John Legend leaned forward, a thoughtful expression on his face. "It's rare to see a performance that's both technically flawless and so deeply emotional. You've set a new standard tonight." Gwen Stefani, still dabbing at her eyes, nodded vigorously. "Absolutely beautiful, Michael. You transported us all with your voice. Thank you." Michael Bublé smiled warmly, clearly touched by their praise. "Thank you all. It means a lot coming from such talented artists." As the show continued, the energy from Michael's performance lingered, casting a glow over the rest of the evening. Contestants inspired by his rendition gave their best, pushing their boundaries and delivering memorable performances. But it was clear that Michael Bublé's cover of "Always on My Mind" was the highlight of the night, a performance that would be remembered for years to come. Backstage, Michael received congratulations from fellow artists and crew members. He took it all in stride, humble and gracious, knowing that he had created a moment that resonated deeply with everyone who heard it. As he left the studio, he couldn't help but smile, feeling a sense of fulfillment. He had honored the king of rock and roll in the best way he knew how, with heartfelt music and an authentic performance. And in doing so, he had not only touched the hearts of those in the room, but had also transported them to a place of pure musical bliss, if only for a few precious minutes. The legacy of Elvis lived on, carried forward by the timeless voice of Michael Bublé, and the magic of that night would be remembered as one of the greatest moments in The Voice history.